I suddenly realized something terrifying was living inside the hotel walls. Out of instinct, I grabbed a plate and slashed at the creature. In an instant, the entire hotel started shaking. I panicked and ran, but the weird thing was, right after I left, the clerk at the front desk came running. She was gently touching the wounded tentacles, like she was comforting it. Meanwhile, I was constantly moving between rooms, looking for some way to escape. But all of a sudden, a large group of residents showed up. They kept reaching out to touch me. Every single one of them looked at me with empty eyes, treating me like their savior. That's when I came up with an idea. I got the residents to help me mark the room positions. This would greatly increase my odds of finding the exit. Just a few days earlier, I made a disturbing discovery. This hotel seemed to be changing every single day. To test my theory, I grabbed a rope, tied it tight between both ends of the room. When I woke up the next morning, sure enough, the rope had gone slack. I immediately told everyone about my finding. The hotel was shrinking every day. But here's the strange part. I seemed to be the only one noticing something was wrong. The others showed zero reaction to my discovery. Soon enough, they kicked me out. Back in my room, I started thinking non-stop about ways to escape this place. After seeing everyone cheering, I thought my plan was finally working. However, when I got back to my room, everyone had packed themselves inside. Even worse, they'd ruined my notes. Every single hotel route I'd recorded was destroyed. I totally lost it. I threw everyone out of the room, fell onto the bed in complete despair. That's when I noticed the ceiling light begin to rotate. I quickly moved aside. Standing above the opening was a pair of elderly twin sisters. They comforted me softly, trying to get me to calm down. They even offered me a cup of coffee, but the only thing I cared about was recovering my notes. The twins told me the exit could be somewhere totally unexpected, perhaps right in my room. That made me furious. This tiny room, how could it possibly have an exit? I became increasingly agitated. I even pushed the wardrobe over, but then I made a horrifying discovery. There was actually a hole hiding behind it. The inside looked just like passages of animal organs. The twins tried to stop me from going in. It looked risky, but for my freedom, I was ready to gamble, so I crawled in by myself. The end of the passage held a glowing white sphere, like some embryo taking shape in the room. My eyes welled up when I laid eyes on it. I tapped the sphere lightly. A small, adorable octopus appeared. I shut my eyes and touched it, sensing the beat of its heart. But meanwhile, everyone began crawling toward the hole. The octopus screamed in agony. Residents flooded into the tunnel. The front desk clerk rushed in crying. Right then, I seemed to grasp what was happening.